welcome to episode 2 of Barbershop Breakroom. Dontea, back at that. Derrick, Jordan, where are we going first?
So we're going to go with headlines of the week, and we actually have a new format for doing our headlines of the week. We're going to do Is This a Big Deal? And just run through a bunch of different headlines, and if they're a big deal, we'll talk about them. If not, we'll just move past them.
Cool, let's do it.
Hey, bro, hold on. It's like hot in here.
Oh, God, here we go. Oh,
It's so hot.
It's kind of hot. This dude is unbelievable.
Sorry.
You buy that?
Is that the interception chain? The turnover chain?
Turnover chain.
He bought that at the Coon Fest.
God.
The one that's at the Canfield Fair. Basketball game.
All right. So is Appalachian State stunning Texas A&M a big deal?
No, we don't care.
Nah, I mean, it's a big deal.
I mean, it's a big deal,
It's
but
cool.
we
Yeah,
don't
it's a
have
big
to
deal.
dive
App
into
State
it.
beat Michigan bigger
Yeah,
deal.
they strike again. They're good for this every what? When did they do that to Michigan?
Yeah,
How long ago?
we're
What was the anniversary? 10 years?
Yeah, 10 years.
They do it once every 10 years.
10
Not bad.
fucking years. Is Marshall stunning Notre Dame a big deal?
Yeah, that's
I think
kind of
that's a
wild.
That is
huge.
kind
They
of
were the
a
number
deal.
5 team in the nation.
I feel like it is a big deal because, like, I mean, it depends how in-depth they look into it for the committee, but if they would have looked into it more, Ohio State's win over Notre Dame is that much less impactful now.
I get what you mean.
Right,
Yeah.
it's a little early for that, but like if it ends up being like that, like 4-way tie, you know, like you need somebody to put in, they can go back and look at that.
deal.
It could be a big deal.
It could hurt. It could hurt Ohio State in the long run.
Yeah.
But I think I read. I might not be right on this one, but they said Marcus Allen is the first head coach to start Notre Dame season 0-2.
Marcus Freeman.
Marcus Freeman. I said Marcus
0-3.
Allen. Oh,
He
wow.
lost his first game.
Yeah, he lost the bowl game.
Okay, yeah. So it's not looking good for my guy.
Yeah. Is Bama just beating Texas by 1 point a big deal?
Yes.
Texas has to be ranked now.
And I mean,
And Quinn Ewers didn't even finish the game either.
No.
yeah.
So their backup came in. And
Listen,
did actually better.
Yeah, Ohio State dropped 1 point in the rankings, or one position in the rankings last week after an 11-point win.
Mm-hmm.
Now Bama gets a 1 point win, they better drop.
Yeah.
And
I think they dropped one.
They dropped
Ohio
the
State
spot.
beat the number 5 team in the nation by 11, and they dropped. So Bama beat unranked Texas. Unranked Texas by
ranked.
1 point. They better go down.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
They better go down.
They should.
It came out. I just forget where they.
I think they moved back one spot too.
Because I think it's Georgia, Bama, Ohio State, Michigan now, or maybe it's Georgia, Ohio State, Bama, Michigan. I know Michigan moved up to 4.
I think Ohio State's 3, maybe.
I think Ohio State is 3.
All right, is Utah putting up 73 points a big deal on whoever they put?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know who they played.
I think it was Utah State.
Utah State.
I think it was Utah.
But that's a lot of
No, it
points.
wasn't Utah State. I think it was like Southern Utah or something.
Okay,
it was a
Utah
weird
something.
college.
Yeah.
It was like
Still a lot
I
of
don't think
points
that's
to put
like that is a lot of points, but is that really that big of a deal?
It's not a big deal. It's just crazy that like 73 is a lot.
All right, is Matt Stafford saying I can't throw the ball while walking to the sideline a big deal?
Yes and no.
It could be. It just depends if we're going off like
We don't know
Twitter
what
lit readers or.
Well,
But
okay,
even if
so-
he did say that, we don't know what he means. Was he meaning the line was he had no time, or was he meaning his elbow?
Exactly, because
Right.
when we play basketball, for example, we're missing a lot of threes. What do we say? I can't shoot today. It doesn't necessarily mean like we know he has an injury, so we're feeding into the injury aspect of it. But it could just be him like I can't throw. Like what am I doing today? I can't throw the ball. So yes, it is a big deal if it has something to do with his actual injury that he has. Because if he can't play or he has to get surgery, let's say they hypothetically trade for Jimmy G because that's the rumor.
Bro,
it's
they
bad
already
for
put
them.
off surgery.
Yeah, I know, but like it might get so bad to the point where they have to.
But let's be real here. Will it be that bad for him? Because like Sean McVay is really good. They have a really good roster, and he took Jared Goff there already.
That's true, but first off,
Jimmy G's better than Jared
who's
Goff.
coming in, and are they going to trade for Jimmy G? Because
Right.
there's rumors that Dallas may now.
That's what I.
Dallas might.
That was my.
We'll
that was
get
my
to that.
hot take. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that. All right, is Robbie Anderson's game that he had a big deal?
No, but he's eating his words today.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm still a Baker guy. That was a beautiful pass. Came at the right time. They needed it most. Robbie Anderson was on the receiving end of a 75-yard bomb, and it was a walk-in.
Blown coverage.
Yeah.
It was definitely blown coverage. Yeah.
It wasn't like
he had a good game outside
we could have
of
made
that.
that catch.
There's one headline I'm going to save for last because I feel like we're going to talk about it a lot more. But we'll go on to, is T.J. Watt's torn pec or whatever he has going on a big deal? Well, because they said they don't know if it's season or 6 weeks. Now a lot of things that I'm seeing, like this morning I was looking,
I saw it.
It's all like 6 weeks. They said he'll be back mid-October. ready to go.
Partial with no surgery.
Yeah, partial with no surgery. So is that a big deal?
Oh, that's absolutely.
That's a defensive deal.
I mean, that's best.
So for the next 6 weeks, who knows what our defense is going to do?
He just had, I think, 2 sacks or 1.5 sacks, an interception.
He had a game.
I mean, he had a game.
Yeah.
So. That's huge.
The good thing is the defense will be able to hold their own. They'll be able to, it's going to be because, they have a lot of playmakers. You got Miles Jack, you got Minka, you got Cam Sutton, you got Cam Hayward. Really good defense. He's obviously the anchor to the defense. You lose your best defensive player.
They're going to have to, I think, sign somebody to put in that spot.
Yeah, but they'll be able to hold their own, I think.
Is Joe Burrow's 4 interceptions a big deal, or was it just the Steelers' defense?
I think that was...
I don't think it's really a big deal.
I don't think he's going to do it again. I don't think anyone expects him to have that kind of game again. 5 turnovers from Joe Burrow. Anybody going into that game, if you were picking, you would think Joe Burrow's not even doing half of that.
Did he have 2 fumbles? Did he? I know he lost 1. Did he lose?
He might have lost.
Did he fumble twice?
So look, one of the fumbles, he had 4 picks. In my mind, he had 5 picks.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
You gotta give
he was in the backfield. He went to throw the ball, got hit. The ball went straight up in the air, forward. Cam Hayward caught it while he was rushing and got tackled. Mm-hmm. That's a pick. Yeah. The ball was in the air, he caught it.
It came out when his arm was going back, though.
Yeah, so they called it a fumble.
Was the fumble.
So is it like the Ben playoff game, versus no, it wasn't a playoff game, regular season game versus Jacksonville, where it was just it's just a bad game, or is it Joe Burrow was bad today?
Yeah, no, I think he just had a bad game. I mean,
yeah, because Ben didn't do that again.
That was the first time. You took out 80% of the Bengals linemen and replaced them in the offseason. I mean, they just
and he's still young. It's only year 3.
I think they'll be fine.
Already been to the Super Bowl.
He didn't. Yeah. He didn't do a lot of training camp or anything like that either because of his appendix, wasn't it?
Yeah. His appendix removed.
Yeah, so he didn't practice a lot.
Is Dak Prescott's hand injury a big deal?
I mean,
for the Cowboys, yeah, but
was anybody high on the Cowboys this year?
No, I wasn't.
Didn't we all pick Eagles to win the division?
Yeah,
I think all of us unanimously picked the Eagles.
In the regards of that, no. But your starting quarterback gets hurt.
Yeah, that's a big deal for them. Yeah, that's a big deal for that division as well. No Dak, they could very well get last place in the division.
Cooper Rush is dog shit.
Last place in the division.
He's really bad. Cooper Rush is bad, dude. Have you watched him?
Oh yeah, I know.
He sucks.
Yeah,
sucks,
he knows the offense now though.
Bro,
that's what everyone says.
They'll probably bring somebody in.
All right, so
Mason Rudolph.
Okay.
Even though Davante Adams had a good game, is Derek Carr's not so good game a big deal? Because he threw 3 picks. He didn't look good. I seen him. I watched a little bit of the game. He was overthrowing a lot.
Derek, go first. You know why I'm asking you to go first.
Yeah, no. So I picked Derek Carr to win MVP. That was my hot take. But just like Aaron Rodgers last year, terrible first game last year. Who won MVP?
Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen.
We're doing that with the Raiders. My offensive player of the year was Davante Adams. Played great. 10 catches, 100 and whatever yards, a touchdown.
140 or something like that.
Derek Carr's going to bounce back next week when MVP starts next week.
I cut him a little bit of slack, and as we know, I can't stand Derek Carr. Mediocre quarterback. But I cut him slack. Just a rough game. He's potentially playing the best defense in the league.
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, dude, you're playing the Chargers defense week 1. That's right off rip. No time to get back into it. Yep. Week 1, ready to ride.
Yeah, division rival for 1. Always play each other tough. And then that defense, look
who you got. Just on the line, who do you got coming at you? You got Khalil Mack coming at you. That's all rip. And that's not counting the other cats they got.
No, Derwin. That's not talking about Derwin James. Not talking about Joey Bosa. Yeah, that's a tough defense.
I want to say that Derek Carr's it was 47% of his targets were all towards Davante Adams.
Or
that's
for sure.
I think that's too many. You have so many weapons on offense that it needs to be spread.
He wanted to feel welcome.
Yeah, no, 17 targets
but
total.
It was probably
that's a lot.
It was probably more the last
out of his 34, 36 that he thrown. 17 was.
There was probably a lot of oh shit.
You got
Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack coming at you. Sometimes you just got to let it go.
Yeah.
All right. Is Jalen Ramsey not being able to cover Stephon Diggs a big deal?
I don't think so.
If you think, because go ahead.
Corner's I think it's the hardest position to play in football.
Definitely.
So I think you're gonna have games where you get got, and I hope not. I don't think Jalen's like gonna be terrible this season. I think he just had a bad game.
I think he just had a bad game too. But like you look at Jalen Ramsey, and he's always been a lockdown guy. I mean, he goes up against guys like Prime Julio or AB, cats like that, and he like pretty much stops them. Like, yeah, you don't stop guys like that. It's like when we talk about like LeBron, you don't stop them, you contain them. But he contained those players. And then a fringe top 5 wide receiver in Stephon Diggs has a huge game on him. I don't think that's a really good look.
Like fringe.
Don't sleep on Stephon.
He's not top 5.
He's not top 3.
He's not
he's
top 5.
He's like 4, 5, 6, right?
He's not top 5. He's
top 5.
He's honorable mention
right
for the
there.
top 5.
I'm not. Yeah, he's right there. If he's not 5, he's 6. But we're not going to get into that.
He might be 5. He might be 5. But he might be 6.
I got him top 5.
So this one's more like me and Derrick. Dontea, you could chime in a little bit because you watch it. I don't think Matt really watches UFC at all. But is Khamzat not making weight and then after the fight saying that he didn't care about his weight a big deal?
What did he say after?
He literally just said, like, I don't care about weight. Like, he said, I'll kill everybody in the division.
That's what I
don't
wanted you to
care.
say.
Like,
and what did he say after that?
I'm not going to repeat what he said after
no,
that.
you can. It's a quote. You're allowed to quote it.
I'm not going to quote
He said Allah Akbar.
Allah Akbar. That's what he said.
And it was 9/11. So
he did fight after midnight.
The timing was absolutely terrible. But
terrible for him. Everybody in that stadium was like this.
I know you guys might not know too much about Khamzat, but like this dude's like gonna be a champion one day. And like he missed weight by 7.5 pounds, which is terrible.
It's not like he just barely missed weight. Like he
7 pounds is like I don't care.
Way overdid his weight.
And same thing happened to Charles Oliveira. He missed weight in a title fight where he already had the title, so he basically lost his title. He couldn't fight for it. He couldn't win it. But the other dude that was fighting could win the title. So if he's gonna get a title shot one day. And if he gets a title shot and misses weight, he's not going to be able to win the belt.
Only reason I say it's not a big deal is because it's so early. Like, he has plenty of time to win a couple fights and then have a title contention. If he was, like, one fight away, like, you got that one fluffer fight right before you fight for the title, he's not there yet.
But
he's
I
probably
think
2 fights away from the fluffer fight alone.
But this was his big fight, though. Like, Nate Diaz is an established legend in the UFC. He was supposed to fight him, and when you come in 7.5 pounds overweight for Nate Diaz... And Nate is not a dude that normally cares. Yeah. Like, he took Tony Ferguson on one-day training. He trained for a wrestler this whole time and fought a boxer and beat him. Yeah. Like, he doesn't care.
It's big in that aspect because Nate Diaz could have helped put him, like, on the map. Like, you need to do, like, Nate Diaz. Like,
I'm not saying that Khamzat hasn't fought anybody good, but this is, like, it's a name thing.
Yeah, this was his fight.
You beat Nate Diaz, you become a name in the UFC. Right. And that's, like, I feel like he's, like, a gatekeeper for a lot of fighters when they're coming up, like... Everybody fights Nate Diaz. Everybody. Conor fought him 3 times. Before Conor fought Nate, can you tell me one person he fought?
Conor?
Yeah.
Or Nate? Conor?
Conor.
I know a lot. I don't know if they...
Well,
I couldn't tell you who Nate fought before Conor, but I can tell you who Conor fought, though.
For people that just casually watch UFC, Nate Diaz was like his coming out party. Like, he fought Nate Diaz that first time, and everybody was like, oh my God, like, Conor McGregor, this is him. Like, he's him.
I mean, when he knocked out Aldo, even though Aldo was a little older, like, that kind of put a lot of people on notice, too.
Yeah. Fastest, but a lot of fighters go through Nate Diaz, so... All right. And then we'll do the last headline. Is Lamar Jackson turning down the Ravens' offer a big deal?
Yes. That's a huge deal.
Yes and no. I mean, yeah, it's a big deal, but I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing for Lamar.
I don't think it's a big deal right now. He's still playing. He's going to play out the rest of the season whether he gets a contract or not. So, I mean...
So we're going
to forget about that shit.
I think it is a big deal because we're saying this after we watched him play on Sunday. Did you guys watch any of the Ravens game?
I did.
Lamar looked good.
He was throwing the ball.
He was throwing.
I said he wasn't going to throw
everybody talks about Lamar not being able to throw. What was that pass to Bateman in the end zone? That was like 50 yards in the air.
Yep. Yeah, no, he looked
throw far.
He
had a great back shoulder throw.
It was on a dime.
Right side of the end zone. And it was a pretty.
So he played really good. Like his accuracy.
I saw highlights, but I didn't watch.
I watched a good bit of the game.
He was the best QB in the AFC North this week. So
he played really solid. He threw the ball a lot. He looked accurate. He looked sharp. You know, he didn't run a ton. He made some plays with his legs. The biggest thing for me is why I think it's a big deal is because you don't get a contract now. They franchise tag you year 1. They franchise tag you year 2. You would hate to see something happen to him as far as like
injury.
Let's say he gets hurt again.
Would you?
Now that jeopardy. I mean, me personally, no, I don't care. He can leave the North for all I care. So, but yeah, I mean, a dude like him, you know, phenomenal talent, uses his legs a lot, and he's not really a stocky dude. You know, Lamar's small. he gets hit one too many times on the franchise tag. He gets hurt. This dude may never see a payday. Is that a big deal for him? Yeah. For us, no, we don't care. But for him and his career, that's a huge deal. You know, he gets hurt prematurely, doesn't get paid. You know, like, that could be bad.
Let's take it down a notch. They did play the Jets.
They did play the Jets, but if Lamar plays the way that he played against the Jets for the rest of the year, like being able to make accurate throws, even if it's not constant, you know what I mean? Like he's going to play the Steelers defense. We're going to play him when we have TJ back. We saw what we just did to the Bengals with that defense. I'm not saying that that's going to be a thing that we do all year, but if Lamar can just make accurate throws and show that his speed his speed and his agility, that could be a bad thing for the Ravens because he's going to want a bigger contract than almost any quarterback in the NFL.
I think the Ravens just want him to prove that.
Yeah,
I think he's proved that though. He won MVP. He won a playoff game. Like he's done. Listen, he's done more than Deshaun Watson's done, and Deshaun got that contract. So that's what I'm saying.
I get that. I completely get that. I get it. The Ravens don't want to pay him right now. The Ravens went to the Super Bowl with
Trent Dilfer.
Yeah, Trent Dilfer.
2001.
Joe Flacco.
Trent Dilfer, bro. Trent Dilfer. I don't care if it was in 2001.
It's because their defense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're like, do we have to pay this guy, or can we just bolster up our defense and anybody could be back there? Tyler Huntley could take us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lamar's throwing the ball on purpose. He's saying, look, you don't have to worry about me getting hurt running the ball. I ran 17 yards. That was it. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure 17 yards is all he had rushing. So he's throwing the ball to try to prove a point. When all the highlights I saw, like I said, I didn't watch the whole game. All the highlights I saw, he was standing back there like it was a college team. Yeah. Like he's just standing there,
just waiting. Yeah.
If you're standing there, just being able to make them throws, fine. When you play the Steelers, you play the Browns, you got Myles Garrett coming at you, T.J. Watt coming at you. It's gonna be a different story.
Yeah. Yeah,
let's just calm down and wait a week.
I just got one more thing to add to that real quick, and then we can button it up. So I do agree with everything you said. I agree with everything you said, too. I just look at it as when we always talk about these NFL contracts, especially with quarterbacks, it's not always about who the last guy was that got paid. Is he better than that guy? Like, is he better than Kyler? Would you rather have him, Kyler, him, Dak? It's not really about that. It's always about the person available who can take you there versus the person who else you can go get. So it's like Lamar is available for them to pay right now. If not Lamar, who else can they go and get to get 10 wins, 11 wins, something like that? Because Tyler Huntley's a capable quarterback. We've seen that he can man the offense. But the thing is, Lamar and Huntley might be a difference of 9 wins and 11 wins. 9 wins doesn't seem like it's getting you to the playoffs in the AFC anymore. Right now, this AFC. No. We don't know what it's going to look like next year. But this AFC...
who's available in the offseason. So they're waiting.
Yeah. So for the offseason, I guess Tom Brady, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Jimmy G, Teddy, Daniel Jones. Those are like the main quarterbacks that would be free agents next year.
Franchise tag and go one more year.
Yeah, so you're not going to find anybody better.
In their hands right now, they're like, let's just play the long game and see what happens.
I mean, they've got nothing to lose. Right. You know, because they can franchise tag him and he's not going to sit out.
Right.
I mean, you never know. But
if he does sit out his loss, Tyler Huntley plays, they win 9 games.
You know what I mean? He has to go somewhere else.
All right, let's move on. So we're going to go to Derrick, and he's going to talk about like the pick'ems and everything. He has all that stuff written down, so we're going to go through our pick'ems from last week.
So last week, we'll just go game by game, and then I'll say, what we chose, who's right, whatever. So for Thursday, Buffalo, Rams, of course, absolute.
We all picked Buffalo.
Domination, yeah. We all picked Buffalo. They won 31-10. Josh Allen looked unstoppable.
Great.
His one pick wasn't his fault, I don't think, but
if the ball
hit McKenzie in the hands,
if it hits you in the hands, I hate it. I hate that goes against the quarterback. If the ball hits a receiver in both hands and he drops it and gets picked, it should not go against the quarterback.
Absolutely,
it's not his fault.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. So his one pick was a pick, but it wasn't his fault. So
all right,
he almost played a flawless game.
So we all got that one right. We're all 1-0. The next game, I don't know if you guys saw it at New Orleans at Atlanta. Marcus Mariota was up. Everyone thought Atlanta was going to win, and then New Orleans squeezed it out 27-26.
Jameis.
Fourth quarter Jameis.
Yes,
Fourth
sir.
quarter Jameis, 13 for 16.
Comeback player of the year.
Yards and a touchdown.
Comeback player of the year.
Perfect passer rating in the fourth quarter.
He played great, dude. Yeah. New Orleans is good.
We all chose New Orleans. Next game, none of us did so hot. It was 19-10 as Chicago.
Bears.
Yeah. In the monsoon, just dominated the Niners.
Did anybody see that?
Not dominated. They came back and won, but it was a terrible game for Trey.
obviously we all picked the Niners to win that game. But outside of us picking the Niners to win that game, did anybody see that happening? Like, at all? Like, was there a thought in your mind that you would look up and see?
No.
No, I didn't think so either. I didn't think that they would come in and win that game or even play. Like, Justin Fields didn't look bad. Like, he's starting to... A new coach probably did a lot for him, put it like that. Like, his talent was always there. We saw it at Ohio State.
Yeah.
And I don't think we can judge Trey Lance based off of that game just because the conditions was terrible.
I can't.
Yeah, it was bad.
I can't.
His decision making was bad, but
I can judge him off that game, and
I say give him one more week.
Jimmy G's on the sideline like this. Birdman.
About to get traded.
Pittsburgh at Cincinnati, only one person got this right, and that was Chain Man over there.
I just want to say that he didn't even get it right based off of, like, he thought...
Like, if he were to put his life
team.
On it.
Yeah, I think it was just the fact that every time we did... And I learned this last year. When we do pick'ems, okay, Matt does 2 every week. When it's a tough game, he picks Pittsburgh to lose, and then he picks Pittsburgh to win. He only could do one for the podcast, so he just went home with this one.
No, there was strategy behind that.
If you're gonna see the strategy behind there, then I'm gonna see the strategy behind.
Nah, Cincinnati went to the Super Bowl last year, a little hangover, a whole line rebuild. It's week 1. Joe Burrow didn't play that much in the preseason. Pittsburgh played Buffalo last year, week 1. We weren't supposed to win, and we came in and beat them. We weren't supposed to win this week either. We came in and beat them.
You know, actually, I was listening to a little bit of the Pat McAfee show. Pittsburgh against Buffalo last year, week 1, was 6.5-point dogs. We were 6.5-point dogs this year too.
Bro, y'all cats act like I just throw it out there.
Does that really matter? I mean,
no, it's just a crazy coincidence that we would just happen to be 6.5-point underdogs in both games.
We did it against Buffalo last year. We could do it again, and we did it.
We can go to the next game.
Next.
All right. So
final answer next.
New England at Miami. Miami won that 20-7. It was just Miami all day. Melvin Ingram, that scoop and score, started everything. So we all chose Miami on that.
Yeah, New England looked bad. That's all I want to say. Really bad.
Hopefully it turns over.
But Mac Jones had his back spasms. I don't remember when he went out exactly. That added to it, but
wouldn't have changed the outcome of the game.
No,
I don't think so.
No way.
They didn't have nobody better to come in.
Yeah.
We already talked about this a little bit, but 24-9, Baltimore beats the Jets at the Jets.
It's the Jets.
It's the Jets. Lamar's.
Like I'm saying, we talked about the Jets. Like they put some nice players on their roster, but at the end of the day, you can have good players and just not be good.
Do you think the Jets is like Cleveland? Like they just no matter what they do.
Like you can have good players.
Yeah.
But
are the Jets?
I don't
the Browns,
know if you can get better.
Are they Spider-Man?
Hey, Sauce had a game though.
As of right now,
He did.
He played really well.
Sauce had a game.
Wait.
I don't
plays.
Hold on, time out. I don't like how we skimmed over the Pittsburgh game. We didn't talk about Minka at all.
We don't need to.
What's understood doesn't need to be explained.
Yeah, Joe Burrow threw it to him. Right to him.
Nah.
And they kicked it right to him too?
He made a play.
They kicked it right to him too?
Blocked extra point.
I mean, I didn't know we needed to talk about that. He did it. Okay.
We don't. Go ahead.
Next game, Jacksonville at Washington. Washington wins 28-22. Us at the desk got that one right. You know, the old heads down there.
Jacksonville blew it, bro. They had it. They had him beat.
So I had to Google 22, I think, Forrest. Whatever his number is. I had to Google Forrest. That guy was a dog that game, bro. He trashed ETN and a couple big plays.
Yeah, he was balling.
When I have to Google a player during the game,
safety,
you're balling.
Well, he just came out, though. He's young.
Yeah, but corners, I don't do well with corners.
Right, when DBs, first come out, you got to make a name for yourself. If you did it in college, you got to make a name for yourself.
He did it.
Right,
he
exactly.
Did it.
So the next game, 26-24, Carolina and Cleveland. Me and Dontea, of course, homers.
The Browns fans.
He said homers, but I believe that the Browns are going to win that one. So
homers.
Listen, 3 words. Cade York. Dog. Dog. Cade Dawson. Dog. He's not
even the best kicker on your team.
Phil Dawson, the new one. Cade York, dog. Move on.
Not even the best kicker on the team.
This one we scratched for our pick'ems basically, so it's a tie. Indiana and Houston, so
just push.
Yeah, that pushes. Philly and Detroit. We all picked Philly, 38-35. I think that was a little closer.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Detroit.
Shout out to Detroit.
I was a little
if they
closer.
didn't have Derrick Goff, they'd be all right.
When they trade for Mason Rudolph, they'll be better, right?
They probably will. And he stinks.
Next game, we all missed 21-20 Tennessee Giants.
Ooh,
Giants
that was crazy as hell.
Giants snuck that.
And what was Saquon Barkley?
Dog. Hey, Titans look real bad. Titans might be like bottom of the AFC, bro.
Look, the Giants. I pretty sure I said it last week.
Yeah,
I said stack the box and make Tannehill win the game, bro.
Make him throw.
Yeah, Tannehill proved it.
Low-key, he kind of got him there, but he could have done more.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, we kind of talked about the Giants' defense and everything last.
Right. Hey, shout out to Dontea too. He said that the Giants got some good players.
Hey, my defensive rookie of the year wasn't even on the field, but it's cool.
That's right. When they lose the next 16 games,
I think he's hurt for like 3 more weeks or something.
What's the next one?
Green Bay at Minnesota.
Jordan probably got that one.
Yeah. Dante, Jordan both took the
Vikings.
We took Green Bay.
Hey, one thing just real quick. Did y'all see when Zadarius Smith, pushing Aaron Rodgers? Hey, has Aaron Rodgers ever looked like a bigger bitch in his life?
He looked like Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, he looked like he wanted to do something so bad, but he knew he had no ability to defend himself in that moment.
Like when Mason Rudolph ran up to Miles Garrett.
What you doing?
Oh, he ran up to him, but he probably
he ran up to him.
He used choice words and
then Aaron Rodgers just started smiling. Yeah, I was just kidding.
Yeah, he looked out like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was messed up. Hey, so what about that rookie?
Who?
For Green Bay.
Listen, Aaron Rodgers never thrown the ball again. He's never thrown the ball again.
Bro.
Never.
First play of your career.
Boom.
Was in your hands. He must not have been able to see.
Did you see the video?
It must have messed him up with no stripes on the ball.
Did you see the video of the sideline? Everybody's on the sideline, arms up, clapping, hype, and then you just watch their faces just go, oh no. That cat is done for, bro.
Side note, he toasted that cat.
He did, but too bad he's never going to catch another pass. He's not throwing it to him.
Kansas City at the Cardinals. Mahomes looked great. Doesn't even matter if Tyreek's there or not. He just dominated.
I think that our prediction with that is going to be true. Mahomes doesn't need Tyreek. You got 2 decent receivers in Juju and Scantling. Then you got Kelsey still. The Chiefs are going to be fine.
Hey, and actually gave the ball to Edwards-Helaire.
True.
So if he actually becomes a 2-down running back, because they play him every once in a while, Kansas City actually run the ball a little bit, it's over.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I hate you.
Chargers at Raiders. I think we all chose Chargers, so I don't think we were surprised.
You didn't go Raiders.
I mean, we can win one. We can lose one game. Derrick Carr he'll be back. And then last game for the Sunday slate is 19-3 Tampa over Dallas. We all got that.
I picked Dallas.
Yeah, you picked Dallas, so we all got that besides.
I had to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, Tampa looked bad. Dallas,
and then it came down to this.
Jordan, the floor is yours. Let you go. Just don't even
Three of us
go. Yourself.
3 of us were 10-4 going in to Monday night.
Dang.
One of us finished 11-4. Matt, you were 8-7, so you weren't in the 3. I picked the Seahawks over the Broncos. Had full faith in Geno Smith.
Can I ask you a real question?
And took the win.
Can I ask you a real question? Please answer this honestly.
What's up?
Did you truly believe in that take?
Fuck no. Absolutely not. Noah Fant revenge tour.
So we kind of watched that game together, but not really. We were at our own houses on Xbox watching the game, and I could see Jordan sweating through the mic.
Oh, I was sweating. Because when I realized it was that close, I was like, no fucking way I'm about to be right. No way.
And then shout out to Brandon McManus for not getting Derrick 0.6 points in fantasy, so he can win his fantasy matchup week 1.
I needed 0.6.
Thank God he missed the 64-yard. To dive into this a little bit, do they trust Russell Wilson? 4th and 5, you're going to send out your kicker for a 64-yarder instead of letting your quarterback that you just paid all that money try and pick up 5 yards? I get it that it's a 64-yarder. It's what Justin Tucker's was 66. 66. So
64 yards is not. That's
it's been hit. It's no gimme, but you would think they would let Russell Wilson try to get a little closer. You know what I mean? You think that I don't know. I don't think they have trust in Russ yet. Not yet. Week 1, maybe not yet.
New offense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough call because it's 4th and 5.
I think it's just because they looked terrible all game. Like, he didn't really look good.
He had moments where, like, he looked capable, like, he could go and win you the game. Yeah. He had moments where, like, I mean, Seattle was definitely, they had a point to prove.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, they had a point to prove.
Denver's running backs.
Javonte Williams, the dog.
I pray for anybody that had them in fantasy because Javonte Williams fumbled twice on the goal line.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. But other than that, dog.
I mean, they look good, but does that show more of Denver's offense in the red zone or Seattle's defense in the red zone? Because their defense, once they crossed like the 20, got down by the 15, even like goal-to-go situations, they give up one.
Shit gets tight down there.
They gave up
it's real tight down
one
there.
score. When it started off at 1st and goal, they gave up one score, and it was a field goal.
Yep.
All right, well, listen, hold on.
3 trips, they went 1st and goal.
Is the goal line Russell Wilson's kryptonite?
Depends on who the coach is. Because I mean,
does it?
Listen,
does it?
But
no,
listen,
no.
The handoff wasn't his fault though.
Yeah, at least he didn't.
Javonte Williams, he got it punched out. So if it's Russell Wilson throwing,
is in the scenario.
Yeah, listen. If I would have seen him throw a pick on the goal line, I would say absolutely, undoubtedly, it's a yes right now. But
they were on the goal line and they didn't run it 4 times straight. Like they didn't. They threw it from the goal line, and Russ couldn't find a receiver on the goal line.
See, the thing is though, they got a brand new head coach. I don't like Denver in general. I'm not high on Denver. I think they're the worst team in the division. Yeah, I think they're the worst team.
Fuck Denver.
I think they're the worst team in the division. And it's not saying that they're a terrible team, but the division is stacked. I'm just not high on them. They got receivers that can't stay on the field. They can't stay healthy. They got an unproven tight end. Don't know who the dude is, really. The running backs are solid, but, like, they just got a lot of holes. That team's just not that built for me. Like, they have names. Jerry Jeudy's a big name in college. Hasn't done anything in the NFL. Russell Wilson is like, meh, sometimes.
Russell Wilson was a big name.
He was. He's trying to get older. Can't use his legs as much anymore.
He's getting to that point, like anybody that's had him in fantasy. I had him in fantasy the past 2 years. I don't have him this year because I decided to be smarter and not take him.
And say fuck Denver.
Yeah.
Because it's personal.
But, like, after 4 weeks, where does Russ go?
Yeah.
He disappears.
Yeah, I agree.
First 4 weeks with Seattle the past 2 years, he's had 4 really good games. Like, MVP caliber games. After that, just fall off a cliff.
So it's safe to say.
But they didn't really get him. They didn't really give him much help out there, though. But listen,
maybe not on the line.
Denver
but
trying to pull. I'm talking about the line, bro. This dude's running for his life every single.
Hey, Penny looked good yesterday.
Yeah, he did look good. But listen, I just think Denver was trying to pull the okie doke again. Like that dude that's on its way out, but he's still very capable. There's just one issue. That defense ain't.
It ain't what it was.
Peyton Manning defense.
Yeah.
Like, and Russ ain't Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
At this point in their career, like Russ they're like the same thing. Russ might be even better.
Yeah,
he could actually run.
At the point that they got Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning can't even look all the way to his right. Like his neck was done.
Well, first year Peyton Manning threw like 55 times.
Yeah, he was.
Let me retract that.
Yeah, he was.
Let me retract that. First year Peyton Manning,
but it was still the end of his career.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to doing our pick'ems for week 2.
So week 2, just recap week 1. Matt, you're 8-7. Dontea and I 10-5, and then week 1's winner, I guess, 11-4 is Jordan.
Lucky.
So how did Jameis do it?
Pain all around me.
Pain.
So everything hurt.
Where was the pain, Jameis?
Everywhere.
Pain.
Everywhere.
Yeah. It was pain. Everywhere. Pain all around.
So we're in the middle of discussing. At the end of the year, we're gonna have like a loser have some sort of punishment when it comes to pick'ems. We haven't decided exactly what yet. But
Hot Chip Challenge live episode.
We might.
I'm sure. I'm calling in sick that day.
We might. But we'll discuss it and then
research done, and people are going to the hospital for that.
All right. Next week we'll figure that out. And
we'll figure something out.
But Thursday,
pick 'em here.
Thursday, we have Chargers at Chiefs.
Could be a good one right here.
It's gonna be a really good game.
I'll kick it off. I'm going Kansas City.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
Ooh.
I got Chiefs.
Okay.
Dope chance.
I was hoping Derrick win.
I like it.
So.
Go ahead.
Okay. First game Sunday. Jets at Cleveland.
I'm scared of this game.
No.
I'm gonna be honest.
No.
I'm scared of this game.
It's a trap game.
It's not because it's a trap game. is one because we look
Can't
really
be a trap game when they're on the same level.
Whoa.
I'm just trolling.
Pain all around me. Pain all around me. Nah, man, it's just we didn't look good. I didn't have a lot of confidence in the team. The defense looked good, but like I don't know, man. Like when bad teams play bad teams, it's bad all the way around.
So
ugly game.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch the Browns game. How involved was Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt?
So very involved, actually. Nick Chubb.
I didn't watch it. I figured they would be running it a lot because of Brissett being a quarterback, but I didn't watch to know like if Stefanski was still on his Baker Mayfield bullshit. But
well, there were plays where I was screaming at the TV, "Run the damn ball!"
I think there was plays for both of our teams where we were like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
all these end arounds to Chase Claypool. Got a little boring after they caught on and we were getting a yard every time.
We ran one in the fourth quarter.
Hey, I think this is about
that was the most important. One of the most important plays we ran.
I think it's about the Brown Jets right now. Anyways,
all right, let's go.
So I'm going Cleveland on this one. I just think we're better than the Jets, even though we're kind of the Spider-Man meme, looking at each other like this for the most part. But I'm definitely gonna go Cleveland for this one.
Cleveland.
Okay.
Cleveland.
Okay. I just make sure.
We got Washington at Detroit. So another Spider-Man meme for you.
God damn.
I have Washington.
Who do you got?
For some dumbass reason, I was watching Sunday Night Football. Last night. Monday Night Football. They were like recapping all the games. I picked Detroit next.
I had Washington.
I got Detroit.
I got Washington.
Okay. Split. Tampa at New Orleans.
So I didn't put anything for this one.
Uh-oh.
No, seriously, I don't know who I'm picking. Tampa Bay looked really bad. New Orleans looked good.
In the fourth quarter, they look good.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the only quarter that matters, right?
Against Atlanta.
Not really.
Okay.
If it was any other team, they probably would have been put away.
Okay, you just talked me into it, Tampa Bay. You talked me right into it.
I'm gonna go with New Orleans. Put me on the Jameis train.
Tampa.
Hey.
All I'm
guys, go back. Tampa struggles with New Orleans. I don't know why.
They do.
Can I change mine?
No.
Sure.
Nope. New Orleans.
All right.
I'm going New Orleans.
New Orleans.
You can't tell me I can't change it. New Orleans. I'm going New Orleans.
We got Tampa. That's all right.
Us at the table won last week against you old guys.
Okay, can I change it? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Carolina at the Giants.
I got the Giants.
Danny Dimes.
Giants.
Carolina.
Okay. New England at Pittsburgh.
I got Pittsburgh. I got Pittsburgh.
I don't even have to say it.
Pittsburgh. Oh, wow. Then we have the Colts at Jags.
I got Jacksonville.
Give me the Jags.
I'm going to go Colts.
I'm going to go Colts. Shit. Why do we always do this?
Miami at Baltimore.
I have Miami.
Give me Miami.
Baltimore.
Okay.
We're splitting a lot today.
Clearly a trend going.
So Atlanta at the Rams. Hopefully we all get this one.
I think we all have the Rams. Am I speaking for everybody or no?
Rams.
Okay. We got Rams.
Okay.
Seattle at the 49ers. This is close.
After last night, this is going to be a lot harder for me.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to go with the 49ers.
I'm going to go Niners. They're at home now. Hopefully they don't have to. They're in the dome too, right? So, yeah.
I go Niners.
It's a division game.
Go ahead, do it. Ride with Gino. Ride with Gino.
So I have San Fran marked down, but I'm going to go
Change
Seattle.
I'm
changing to Seattle.
Boy.
It gets the people going.
All right.
It's provocative.
All right, Jordan.
Cincinnati at Dallas.
Cincy. They're starting Cooper Rush, bro.
Cincinnati. Joey B bounces back.
Cincy by 1,000.
I go Cincy. Houston at Denver. This is closer too, I think.
So
it gets the people going.
I didn't see the Houston game, so I didn't get to see what happened.
They blew a 20-3 lead. Matt Ryan his receivers choked to win the game in the end zone. They dropped the ball many times. So.
Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with Denver.
I have Denver written down, but I filled this out before the game last night. I'm not going to lie. Give me Davis Mills.
Oh, boy.
Davis Mills. I'm going to go Denver.
Give me Davis Mills.
Let's ride. Let's ride.
Arizona at the Raiders.
I got the Raiders.
Give me the Raiders.
Give me the Raiders. Come back.
I feel like this is way too close of a game for us to all have Raiders, but I have Raiders too.
Okay. Yeah, it is. I think it is. Hold on. Side note. Before we get on to the next thing, did we see JB from Last Chance U breaking down Kyler Murray's film?
Yes.
I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't either.
My God.
Yes.
It's gold. You have to watch it.
Is it?
Have to watch it. He started out this is why they had that goddamn clause in your contract. It was bad. But it's like stuff that like, it's cool to watch because it's like the stuff that like a regular sports fan, football fan is not going to know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's really good. It's good. You got to watch it.
I'll watch it.
Chicago at Green Bay.
I picked Chicago.
The Bears.
I picked Chicago. Listen, Green Bay, man.
That's why I got the Bears. That defense ain't no joke.
Just like last year, Aaron Rodgers started off slow. He's going to come back. Green Bay.
Okay.
And then Monday, we have 2 games.
Yeah, why do we have 2 games Monday?
I don't know, but I fucking
the Monday
love
night
it.
doubleheader.
I love it.
I like it too, but
It only used to be like this during COVID. I guess COVID people like opened up and were like, "Hey, give the fans what they
More
want."
money.
2 Monday night games.
I'll take it.
more money.
Give the people what they want.
I'll take it.
Tennessee at Buffalo.
Buffalo by 1,000.
Oh, bro, table jumpers all day.
Yep.
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
And then the last game, we have Minnesota at Philadelphia.
This is a tough one. To be honest with you, I didn't fill this one out.
Well, I'm going with my fantasy quarterback, Jalen Hurts, for the dub.
I have him in fantasy as
The
well.
dub. Hey, listen, A.J. Brown ain't dropping that ball.
I'm going to go with Philly.
I picked Philly too.
I'm going still my NFC North champions this year. I'm going Minnesota.
You know,
It's a close
okay.
game.
It's okay to predict them to win, but they can lose. You know, it's okay to lose.
Lose a game.
No, no. I think it's gonna be a really close game, and I think it's gonna come down to decision making on the quarterbacks.
Me too. This is prime time. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does Kirk Cousins do in prime
I'm just
time?
making sure.
What does
Kirk Cousins isn't historically great in prime time.
He might not like that.
But the year,
He might
the
not
year
like
the Vikings,
that. He might not like that, Kurt.
the year that the Vikings are gonna win the NFC North, Kirk Cousins is gonna get rid of his Monday night just woes.
So, real quick, the picture of Justin Jefferson, you know, is showing his stat line, his Randy Moss-like stat line.
No, that's weak as hell. And don't say Randy Moss like.
Not the stat line.
They tried to take the picture like.
It was the teeth for me. Like, my dude has a grill in, right?
I think so.
He wears a grill. Did you see the picture that they tried to use to recreate the Randy Moss? Did you see my dude's teeth?
Yeah.
Like, it was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. Like, I've never seen anything crazier than my dude's teeth look wild. Like,
Veneers?
he had spaces in between every teeth. Like, I can't even. It's like escaping me out even talking about it. I just saw the picture and I said, bro, why did they do my dude like this?
My dude Joey B got veneers. You see him?
No, I didn't.
I could see him through his mouthpiece. He was smiling, about to call Hut. And I was like, oh my god.
Like Trey Young.
Yeah, bro, and Juju.
All right, so we're gonna move on to our memes of the week. Everybody submitted one.
We did? Oh yeah, we did.
And we're gonna pull all of them up. And just
UFC talk. I don't like that.
I guess we already
we
we can pull that up now. We already talked about it.
I
I mean, you don't have to
It's
bring it
just-
up now, but it's the GOAT, Nate Diaz choking out Tony Ferguson while he's flexing. So he got him in a guillotine.
Yeah,
And he's just.
But
Hey, the best one is when he had Kat in the headlock with his legs and he just leaned back and started doing this. Yeah, he had him in the triangle. Just leaned back and started flipping everybody off.
You see what he said though? He said he about to go box and then come back.
He wants to fight Jake Paul. That's what it's.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
He said I thought he said he wanted to fight.
He said he wanted.
He said he wanted to fight Conor.
He said he wanted
Conor
to
did it.
do.
Well, yeah, he said Conor wasn't able to do it. Someone else wasn't able to do it. I'm gonna show these motherfuckers how to do it.
Yeah.
So that's what
and pretty
he was
much
saying in that
he
post.
said he wants to explore not just boxing, just any other realm of fighting. He said you want to do kickboxing, you want to do boxing, you want to do jiu-jitsu, you want to do anything else. I'll come in there, I'll show you how it's fucking done, I'll kick your ass, and I'll come back to the UFC.
I think he was hiding.
Irrelevant besides boxing.
Yeah, I think he was hiding the fact that he wants to fight Jake Paul. I think that's the
That's cool. Hopefully
that's where you're
knocks his
gonna
ass
where
out.
you're gonna make the most money.
You about to have a problem, child.
I just love that picture because I love when like dudes from like the straight gutter make it. Like, you know, dudes from Stockton.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I love when those dudes make it because like they don't ever polish up for the most part.
Right.
They
You don't
keep
care.
that I don't give a fuck attitude.
Did you see the video of
My ball.
who are the people that run the drug test for like all major sports, the USADA or whatever?
Sure, go with that.
Did you see the video of the dude coming in to run a drug test on Nate Diaz, and he was smoking a blunt next to him and kept trying to offer it to him?
Yes, I did.
The dude was doing a drug test for him. Now, granted, in the UFC, weed's legal.
I was saying, they don't test for that.
So it's still like funny as hell that like they're coming to do a drug test, and he's like, "Here, you want to hit this?"
Yeah, it just shows me
like I don't do that.
That's why I love those dudes. Like they don't change. Like when those head dudes make it, they don't change. Like that's why I love Nate Diaz. Like that cat is unapologetically himself. My dude is flexing and flicking people off while he's choking somebody out and smoking weed while getting a drug test. Dog.
I'm not surprised, motherfucker. All right, so we'll start with the memes, just kind of how we went with the pick'ems, like Dontea, Matt, Derrick, and me. So we'll start with Dante's.
It's the Bengals game.
Okay. Listen.
I don't like how you didn't crop that before sending it to Derrick, but it's all right.
Why didn't they challenge this? That's I just.
I don't know. So I don't know if they thought it was a catch, like his second foot stayed in. Yeah. So like.
Because that back foot's on the ground right now. You don't drag.
Yeah, it's not on the.
But listen,
on the floor.
it's all fine and dandy to look at this right here in a still stopped picture, but when it's going fast motion, it was close.
Right,
it was close. But
I even said even after this, it was like it's a touchdown. I'm a Steelers fan. You can't say nothing about it. It was a touchdown.
They spotted the ball where he dragged his back foot.
Yeah, right on like the hash mark. Yeah.
Not even that. It was like.
Yeah.
What is that? Maybe 6 inches from the goal line?
Like, the half-yard line.
Like, he literally, his back foot drags, and they spot the ball where his back foot right here in this picture dragged.
I'm looking at it, and I'm like...
That was the instance, like, he caught the ball.
Yeah.
So, like, that foot comes off of the goal line. As soon as he catches the ball, that foot comes off.
Right. Yeah, because you can see in the picture, his foot's not on the turf right now. His back foot is floating.
Exactly, because he just caught the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a funny ass meme though. It's hilarious. But like, I think they actually hurried to the ball and snapped right away because they didn't know if it was an actual catch or not.
Right. I don't know. That's a rookie move, man. I'm challenging that either way. I don't know.
All right, so Matt's got 2 here. We'll start with the Black Air Forces.
So yeah, this one I thought was absolutely hilarious.
It is hilarious.
Shout out to Mike Tomlin, bro. And he rolled up to the game in his.
Yep.
Black Air Force One energy right there. So
yeah, listen, they played.
They all pulled up.
They played good. I mean, they pulled up. The defense was savage. The defense was savage.
And then we got the impractical jokers.
Steelers. What would you even call that? Social media department.
Yeah.
Great job. That's hilarious.
The Steelers account themselves posted this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The actual Steelers account. Great job.
Yeah, that's alright.
And then go to mine real quick, and that one relates to Matt's.
Oh boy.
Give it a second to load, but the Black Air Force Ones.
Bro, give us all Black Air Force.
Hey, bro, just Najee Harris's voice is just funny as hell. Like, that shit is so funny. He makes me laugh just when he talks.
But yeah, like, I
can't believe
that was good.
That was before the game, and I wanted to change my pick, but I couldn't because the podcast was already recorded. I was like, I want to change my pick. That one's fine. That was the video of Le'Veon Bell knocking out Adrian Peterson.
Okay.
I'll put it on the podcast right now, but it was vicious.
So I thought AP had that one. Like, I didn't watch it. I just saw the knockout, obviously, on Instagram. I saw the clip of it numerous times. I know AP's older and everything, but I had AP winning that fight. I just thought he was just going to be a better fighter. But then again, Frank Gore lost to Darren Williams too, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I thought Frank Gore was going to slaughter Darren Williams. So
just because these guys run the ball hard.
Listen,
like, AP runs so hard, Frank Gore runs so angry.
Yeah, but AP won. I mean, Le'Veon Bell looked like Deontay Wilder, not only like fighting, but he actually looked like him.
Right.
But he slept AP. Like, that was a crazy knockout, bro. AP's eyes got so big when he got hit.
He was laying on the ground looking at him. He looked at him like he was Deontay Wilder.
He fell slow. He was looking at like, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
It was bad.
And then this one's mine. Clear. Geno Smith, the GOAT.
All right, that one's cool, but I like the one that I sent earlier. That shit is so funny. Did you see it in the?
Yes, I did see it.
Bro, why did he squeeze?
Good game.
He got a
great
grip,
game.
bro. He got a great grip.
Great grip, great game.
He had a great grip on his ass.
That was wild.
Hey,
shout out to Gino, man. Hey, that's all he had to do. No, I didn't. What did he say?
He had like under 200 yards though.
Hey, what he said?
That's all he had to do.
What?
He said something. They were calling for my head. I ain't pick up though.
So
he said that's all that matters. I ain't pick up though.
I'm still not gonna take back what I said when we were doing the pick'ems last week. I'm pretty sure I said Geno Smith is dog shit.
Yeah.
I stand by that. He's still dog shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Seattle's defense is good though.
he did what he needed to do to not lose the game.
Right.
And they won the biggest game.
And Jamal Adams got carted off.
They won the biggest game.
That was listen. If I'm Pete Carroll,
When I saw that, I was like, oh well, that's.
I'm Pete Carroll. I'm riding with Geno Smith as my quarterback. I'm circling one game, and that's Denver.
The first game of the year. You ruined his homecoming. You ruined Denver's whole new team coming out party. That's a win. Like,
what else we got?
Well, there was a lot of injuries in the NFL this week. We can just kind of go over the big ones. You know, Kyle Fuller, torn ACL.
Mm-hmm.
TJ Watt is an obvious one.
Yeah. Average.
What about hot takes? Anybody got any hot takes? New hot takes?
Give me a second for hot takes. I just want to say real quick, either cornerbacks are the most fragile human beings on the planet Earth, or Baltimore has the worst training staff in the NFL, maybe second to the Browns. But how does their whole cornerback room gets dismantled every year?
Besides
Marlon Humphrey's the only dude to say, but they lost everybody.
I know, bro.
Wasn't Humphreys hurt last year too?
Nah, he was the only one that stayed.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Like they must have.
He might have got hurt at some point.
Yeah. All right, so I think from there we could just move on to playing Weddle. I know last time we played it, we didn't really explain it. Pretty much, if anybody's played Wordle, it's all like that. You guess a player. It gives you a bunch of different categories within, about the player. And if they don't have any color, they're not green or yellow, that means that it's nowhere near that. If it's yellow, that means it's within 2, whether that's higher or lower than that. And if it's green, that means it's exactly that. And you have to narrow down what player is the mystery player of the day, pretty much. So we always start Austin Eckler again.
Run it.
Ain't shit changed but Dontea's diaper.
Whoa.
Well.
50 Shades of Grey. They gave us nothing.
We got
so what the hell is
NFC,
going on?
not a running back. And this is easy mode. Easy mode is offense only. It's only like playmakers, running back, wide receiver.
Notable players.
Yeah. It's not going to be any like offensive tackle or anything like that. So NFC, not a running back, way taller than 5'10", way older than 27, way lower number than 30.
Let's go with
AFC?
NFC.
No, it's NFC.
NFC.
Yeah. It's let's think of like
we can think of
say
a
like
quarterback,
a receiver, a quarterback. Yeah.
Matt Stafford.
quarterback.
How old is Matt Stafford?
He like 30.
He's up there a little bit.
33.
He's up there.
Just think.
The only
Megatron's
it'll
whole
probably
The
career.
only problem with picking Matt Stafford first is he's number
9.
9.
Yeah.
So run Matt Stafford.
I think you should go Adam Thielen. Run Matt Stafford.
I don't think Adam Thielen's. Oh, he's probably 29. I think he is 29. We've ran him before. I like that guess
I was
better.
gonna say he's a little older. Why do you like his guess?
Because he got us to the
He's
team.
on Minnesota.
Before you can do it, why do you like his guess better?
Yeah, it's Kirk.
Unbelievable. I just
Prime
get
time
overruled
Kirk.
like that. Goat.
Prime time
Kirk Cousins, goat.
NFC North champions, baby.
Oh god. I just don't like how you just threw my pick out though. It's unbelievable. I mean, we didn't even go back and forth. I like that. I'm gonna fake it. Derrick, take over the laptop, please.
Shit! Let's go!
First time we've been waiting for this day. We've been waiting for this day.
Let's go!
That's dope. About damn time.
Yo, that is crazy as hell.
So, anybody that can't see it, Devin White, we always start with him for hard mode because it could be defense, offense, special teams. It could be anywhere on the field. We always start with Devin White, middle of the pack number, middle of the pack age. And it was him. We've been waiting for it to be him.
We never thought that happened.
We need
I don't think we
my
ever thought that
heart's
was
beating
gonna
fast. Like I feel like we just won something.
We did not win anything.
I feel like we actually just won something. Yeah, it meant absolutely nothing, but like that felt great.
There's no way. That was crazy. All right, so I guess from there we just transition to, how do you say it, Pirtle?
Podol.
Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah, Jakob. Is it Poeltl?
Yeah.
Oh, that is his last name,
Yeah,
right?
that's what it is.
Oh,
Poeltl.
yeah.
Same thing like Weddle. It's Eric Weddle.
Why didn't they name it after Jakob Poeltl?
Yeah, they named that after Eric Weddle.
Why'd they name it after Eric Weddle?
I mean, listen, Eric Weddle got a Super Bowl at least.
Yeah.
They just try to get as close to Wordle as possible with an NFL player.
Yeah, I get that.
Weddle.
All right,
Poeltl.
so with Poeltl, it's the same kind of thing, except it's an NBA player. And the cool thing about this is you get a silhouette that you can also go off of.
Kendrick Nunn.
He's definitely black.
He's at least bald.
What if that's Kendrick Nunn?
He's bald.
It does look like Kendrick Nunn.
A little
Nunn
bit,
has
but
low
that's
hair.
like that seems like a really hard. Like who would guess?
It could be IT with real
I say run
short
Kendrick
hair.
Nunn.
Nah, they would have a headband on.
Yeah.
I
I don't think it's Kendrick Nunn, but I say run that.
Run it.
Go ahead,
Run
run
it.
it.
Yeah, run Kendrick Nunn.
That's actually now he's like middle of the pack age wise and stuff.
Oh.
Okay, I like it.
So in the Lakers division, remember, we're not great at the divisions,
In the
but I'm pretty
West,
sure the Lakers division
he's a
is
guard.
Clippers,
Golden State.
Golden State. You got the Kings,
Is it Phoenix?
the Suns.
Yep.
Yeah, because there's 5 teams in a division in the NBA. So one of those teams, bald dude,
It's Steph Curry.
Steph.
bald dude.
Is he?
It's Steph Curry, bro.
Steph ain't 29.
Steph is probably 29.
Steph's
He's in
probably
his
29.
30s.
Oh no, he's in his 30s.
He's in his 30s.
Oh, and the number's higher. Okay, the number's higher than
And
12.
he's taller than
So he's
6.
probably.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's 6'3" exactly.
I thought they had him at 6'4".
6'3".
Okay.
I mean, either or.
He's a
That's
guard
close.
in the
You think
West.
he's 29?
No, he might be in his 30s, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
That is not Steph.
Oh yeah, that's not Steph. The silhouette.
know?
We need to go back. To the
There's no beard. Steph got like.
well, you wouldn't be able to see a
mohawk.
beard in his.
He got.
Yes, you-
Steph usually
yes, you
rocks.
would.
He rocks with a
Steph,
goatee
man,
usually.
You look like Steph got a Rick Ross or something,
Right.
bro.
No, but like
Me
you
and
would.
Steph got
If
like
I
the
took a
same
picture
beard.
of you and made a
He
silhouette
got a big ass
of you,
beard.
I got more beard than Steph.
Steph be rocking his thing out like
But-
last
Oh,
year.
you rocking his
Sometimes-
thing out?
Yeah.
Rocking out your cock out, Steph.
Hey, usually
Yeah.
he rides with the goatee though.
All right,
But
so-
Steph is older than 29 though.
All right, so let me think.
Man, I thought
So-
I had
Click
it
off
too.
the picture real quick. Go
We-
back so we can actually look at it.
So we got the
Oh,
Kings,
6'2".
Kings, Warriors, Clippers, or Suns.
What about
Oh, Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
Could be. You could run it.
It was
Try-
Reggie.
It'll get rid of a team.
Wasn't it Reggie Jackson before though?
Maybe
On the
Ooh,
Clippers.
on the Clippers.
Okay.
Higher than number 1.
He's gonna be 30. He's gonna be what? 29, 28 or 29.
He's gonna be 20. Yeah.
Okay, so Clippers guards. They got Man. He's young and he's got dreads. They have who do they? Oh, John Wall.
Yeah,
They just
they
got
did
John
get
Wall.
John
They just got
Wall.
John Wall.
I didn't
Yep.
think about that.
Yeah, because
Oh my
oh,
god.
it's not
my
John
God.
Wall.
Oh, they both number 1.
Well, also the age. We should have thought about the
How they
age
both
too.
number 1, Cat?
He ain't gonna be 29.
I didn't think John Wall was 32.
I did.
I knew he wasn't gonna be
Goddamn, he's
29,
6'3"?
28.
Damn, I thought for sure it was
That
John Wall.
is crazy. What?
Oh,
Who else on the
nothing.
Clippers?
yeah, I've got nothing, boys. Keep going.
Well, you got Paul George, Kawhi. Who else you got on the team? Zubac is
Avery
not Zubac.
Bradley ain't there no more?
I don't know.
Because
He's gotta be in
I
his
thought he
30s.
went back.
He got to be in his 30s, right? Everybody's been in the league for a while. I have no clue how old he is, but
I don't think he's
real
on
quick
the
before you
Clippers.
go ahead, do it.
Yeah,
He went
that's
back
what
to the
I thought.
Lakers.
That's what I thought.
Damn.
Good job, Jordan.
He's 6'3"?
So whoever it is 29 years old.
Oh, the
Damn, I
Clippers.
don't know
On the
that.
Clippers.
I'm
Way
not-
higher number than all.
I don't
Like
really-
way higher than 20.
I don't watch no Clippers games,
So they
bro.
had Reggie Jackson last year as their starting point guard. Who's their 2 guard?
Man,
You know.
Did you look it up already?
I did, but I wasn't gonna say.
Why'd you look it up already?
We're out. Guess 5.
We'll get there.
Let me think.
Who was their shooting guard last year?
It's not Luke Kennard.
Yeah, he. Yeah,
We know it's not Luke
Luke
Kennard. Oh, man. They're looking at me like I'm supposed to know this.
Could give you a guess.
Hey, give me something.
Well, it says guard. I don't think it's him then. I thought it was the dude that used to play for the Raptors.
The dude that used to play for the Raptors. That was the worst hand ever.
It says he's a small forward. I guess the guards on their team, a lot of them are all forwards. None of the guards. So either the game messed up to where the position's a little off.
Oh, remember
or
it could be a
this is
Frank
off.
Kaminsky where he ain't on that team no more.
Yeah, it could be somebody who like has a
He was on
contract
the
with
team
them,
at the
but
beginning
he's
of the-
not on their team
Yeah.
right now because it was Frank Kaminsky one time and
Well, we
he played
got
like,
a-
for one
Charlotte?
game for the Suns.
It was on
for
the
the
Suns,
Suns.
but he
Yeah.
wasn't even on. He wasn't on their active roster.
Yeah,
but
he
he
played-
was at the beginning of the
He
season.
signed like a 10-day.
Yeah, he played literally.
I was thinking
like
of
1 or
Norman
2 games.
Powell, but
Norman Powell played for them?
Yeah.
For the Clippers?
Type it.
But I don't.
I think Norman Powell.
He taller than 6'3",
Yeah, I think
bro.
that's what I think too.
Oh my God, it's Norman Powell.
I thought he was. It says he's a small forward
He is a small forward.
at 6'3".
Hey, Bruce Brown is like a center.
Yeah, true.
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker's a center.
Yeah.
So, all right, Norman Powell. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember him.
I think we got the.
All right, so it doesn't even matter. I don't even care.
We got the Weddle one on.
We got fucking Devin White. One guess.
When did he go to the Clippers? I'm still on that part. Like, when did that happen?
Remember.
Like, who was that?
Low
that
key,
trade?
I thought he was with Dame. On the
Yeah,
Blazers.
he was on the Blazers.
I don't know. It's football season.
The game's broken.
It's football season.
All right.
That's all. My guess is it's football season.
Did House Money get back to us with the picks?
Unfortunately, House Money did not get back to us with the picks.
All right.
So how about this? Before we wrap up, is there anything that any takeaways from Sunday's games that that we didn't touch on
bro.
that you might want to
Give
bring
me something for this week. Give me a take. You got to have something
for this week.
This week coming up, what you got? Besides, the Steelers are a lock.
Not a lock.
Lock.
Are they a lock?
We all picked him, but I don't know if it's a lock.
Yeah. I mean, they looked okay.
Lock it down.
What did y'all think of Mitch after the game though? Like after the first week, what did y'all think?
Hey,
of Mitch?
listen. I'm really mad at Steeler Nation for real.
That ain't what I.
There was a lot of hate going around for Mitch.
We already said this.
That's
though.
what
We
I'm
talked
saying.
about it. What's gonna happen?
That's
Every
trash.
time Mitch looks decent, they're gonna be screaming Kenny Pickett's name.
Listen.
Welcome to Cleveland, bro.
Mitch
That's the same thing that happens with us.
Listen.
Hey, no.
Mitch did what he had to do to get us the win. He scrambled out of the pocket, found Big Pat. He made that throw to Dontea. Cats was saying that was a terrible throw. Like, bro, Dontea, you paid him. That's your number one receiver. You put it up there. He went up and made the catch.
Yeah.
You can't put. He was covered. You can't make a better throw than that.
Yeah,
what are you supposed to do?
I wasn't mad at that throw at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just now I got the notification. Najee Harris says that he's feeling good and he will start against the Patriots on Sunday.
Yeah, I seen that. It wasn't nothing serious. But
it wasn't serious, but it looked bad.
It did.
His leg was bent all types of crazy.
Yeah, it was all. But I need more production out of him. But anyways, I'm cool with Mitch. I thought he had a good game. He did what he was supposed to do. Their defense came to play. They schemed us pretty well. They shut Najee down pretty much. So that really hurts your quarterback play when you don't get as much running out of your star running back.
So I know it's only 1 week, but overreaction time. Do you think we still after week 1? You still think we're gonna see Mitch all year long?
If it was me, Mitch is staying all year long.
Yeah.
If I'm the Steelers, you want Mitch, but I don't know if they're going to do that the rest of the season.
I just don't think Mitch is going to be in all 17 games.
Because I said my rookie of the year, I picked Kenny Pickett, so I have to kind of stay with Kenny Pickett coming out. And
that should have been your hot take.
That
should have been your hot take. That's a hot ass take.
His hot take was hotter. It was flaming hot Cheeto.
It was him and George Pickens were the top two.
And George Pickens had 1 catch.
Top 2 betting wise for rookie of the year.
Yeah, no. I like George Pickens. I wasn't shitting on him. I'm saying, what did he have? 1 catch?
Yards, I think it was.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing
phenomenal.
But yeah, it's so. I think a lot of Mitch was more so our offensive line. Mitch made they might not have been big plays, but he got us 5-6 yards out of a play that Ben might have just went down last year. You know what I mean? Or he would have tried to roll out and got sniped in the backfield like he did against the Browns.
Yeah.
Mitch.
I don't think he played a bad game at all.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. He wasn't anything great. He wasn't Pat Mahomes, but he wasn't
He was just middle of the pack.
Who played a good game? Minka did.
Minka played a fantastic game.
I'm so glad that you brought it up.
That's my team of the week card.
90.66 or 90.6 Pro Football Focus grade. But there was one player
when we brought up the team of the week cards.
So we talked about this. So Pro Football Focus, we talked about who they had as their as their top people. In
you
the
agree?
league. And after Pro Football Focus, we're gonna move to our quick Madden segment. Well, let's do the Madden segment today. We'll do it real quick. We'll just breeze past it. But PFF, Minka was what?
Minka was 90.6 Pro Football.
And where was he at total rankings?
For the Steelers, he was 1. I didn't look exactly at the safeties, but I assume he's.
Do penalties go into that?
I'm sure it does.
He had some trash penalties.
Penalties.
Trash.
Just your performance overall. Performance overall affects.
There was 2 penalties they called that were so bad.
But 24 yards allowed. He played great. But one player on the Browns, 94.4 Pro Football Focus grade.
Who was that, Derrick?
That might be Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett.
That's sweet. Did he have a pick 6?
I had basically 3 sacks.
Oh, that's cool. Did he block an extra point?
Nah.
I didn't think so.
Forced fumble? Did he have forced fumble too?
Forced fumble.
Forced fumble? Okay.
That's cool. I just still didn't hear
dominating
pick 6.
off the edge.
Okay.
I didn't hear that either.
Getting double team chipped over and over every play.
That's fine.
Listen.
That's what TJ Watt did too.
No.
TJ Watt.
Two different positions, but I agree.
Nah, hell no. They're both edge rushers.
One with the hand on the ground, one not usually.
Huh?
One usually always has his hand on the ground, one not.
No. Myles Garrett plays outside. So does TJ Watt.
All right, going off of the getting chipped.
So did TJ Watt.
Real quick, did you guys see Leonard Fournette putting Micah Parsons on his ass?
I did.
Did you guys see Micah Parsons call him out on Twitter?
Yeah. I didn't see the highlight that he was talking about, though. He said, Micah Parsons said he planted him one-on-one.
Who said that? I never saw that.
I didn't see it either, but that's what he said.
Who flipped out about it on Twitter and said, like, there's no place in, there's no, like... No. There was another player. There was somebody else that was like, "There's no place for this in football. This needs to be an illegal play from now." It wasn't Mike.
Yeah, because I mean, and that's what I was gonna get to. Is I did see that tweet. Do you guys agree with that kind of being?
No,
like
it's a chip, bro.
No, it's a chip.
But if you're gonna say that a receiver coming down with a ball that gets hit is defenseless, then wouldn't an edge rusher engage with somebody else?
Okay,
wouldn't that make him defenseless towards another player?
There's a difference. When a receiver is going to catch a ball, let's say they're going across the middle, they're looking in the air, and the safety's coming across, they're defenseless because they're not aware of it about to happen. The chip, you are looking at that running back, or you're looking at the quarterback. You know what's in front of you.
You think Micah Parsons saw Fournette coming up?
Maybe not in that moment.
He might not
typically,
you're not defenseless though. You have your guard up. You're engaged with the blocker.
Yeah, because a rusher is rushing.
Like if me and Derrick are engaged right here, I'm looking at him, and someone comes from over here and hits me. Like I don't see them coming. But
you're not defenseless.
But a receiver is this.
Receiver is you are completely defenseless. You're just running.
Yeah.
You're just out.
That was just
it's like a crack.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I liked it. I had no problem with it.
I don't think that's that bad.
That happens all the time.
That's football, bro. You got a shit knocked off. It is what it is. You know, Micah Parsons. You can't sit here.
You got to grow up.
Yeah, don't be this dominant dude. You're in the ballot for defensive player of the year.
You can't go on
Twitter. You got your
Twitter.
shit rocked, bro. Like it's football. Quit acting like a bitch.
Yeah, you can't go on Twitter.
I'm sure TJ and Miles get chipped all the time. They fell over.
That's what I'm saying. Like cats get cracked like that every day.
All right,
suck it up.
Let's move on to our team of the week segment then.
All right, you get one player of the week. They release team of the week cards every week. Give me your team of the week card
on Ultimate Team, right?
Hypothetically.
Okay.
Hypothetically, you give me your choice for team of the week card.
All right, you want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I'll go first.
first. Okay.
Give me the Minka card.
I got the same one.
Give me Cade York. Kicker card.
Hey man, y'all cats is homers.
That's fine.
Pick somebody else.
If I had to pick somebody else, I would pick a Pat Mahomes card. He went off.
Pat Mahomes.
5 TDs. He went off.
So I wanted to
Saquon.
I wanted to pick Saquon, but they already have Saquon as a team of the week card, so I won't pick that, even though like he had a phenomenal game. I'm gonna go Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
And it's one because the dude he's a dog.
Yeah, and I was about to go with him.
What'd you say?
I was about to go with him, like, because he said
Minka.
He said Minka, and I was like, well, I was gonna say him too. And I was thinking, I was like, oh,
you can say Minka. I'll take. Actually, my original team of the week card was Josh Allen. All for it.
Yeah, Josh Allen still went crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Justin Jefferson. Dude had a great game. You know, he's building off of last year and everything, and the year before. But I had asked this question last night. Starting a franchise today, you got to pick one receiver. You going Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson?
One receiver.
One receiver. You just got to pick one receiver first.
Jefferson.
And you have Justin Jefferson. Let's say you're drafting and you have to go receiver first. You going Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase? Then not fantasy purposes. You're starting a legitimate franchise. Do you want Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase?
It's a hard.
It is a hard one.
Go Jamar Chase because he's younger, barely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess if I'm
maybe
starting,
another year out of it.
if I'm starting a franchise, I'd go Jamar. But if I'm like 1 game, 1 year, I'm picking Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. Justin Jefferson's there right now. Like
we're
peak.
Yeah.
He's there. This is his prime.
I'm going Justin Jefferson, bro.
Yeah, this is his prime.
I think he can do everything Jamar does. He's not as fast, obviously, but like he can do everything Jamar can do, and like I feel like he's just like a little bit better at like almost everything. Like Justin Jefferson is a freak.
They
like
both are.
He might at the end of the year, like most people can agree between Cooper Kupp and Dontea Adams as number 1, number 2 receivers in the league. Justin Jefferson might be number 1. That's all I'm saying.
Cade York goat.
Cade York goat.
All right.
I bet nobody's buying that card.
Anyway, that's all, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Barbershop Breakroom. This dude's nobody's buying that card. This is a hater.
Barbershop Breakroom.